Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, let me just say this once again because I want to start the VOD recording. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, meine Damen und Herren, guten Abend, good evening, buonasera. Just, small international introduction. It is WhiteRa against Sen. So we have a show match here. It will be a best of 5. So now let me tell you why we're actually here. It was very simple today. I got home and I saw, not so much going on TL, so I was browsing a little bit through my friends list and I saw WhiteRa online. And then I talked to him and how about a show match? He said, yeah, sure, why not a show match? And then we need to look for an opponent and he said, yeah, why not let him play against Sen. So here we are, WhiteRa against Sen it is. It is a best of 5. The winner will get $50, but more important, we all will get some entertainment here. We are in Belgium Beach. This is not just yet the revised version, which they currently play in Korea, and the European service is already updated, but here on the US server it is apparently not, with those Zelnaga watchtowers, which are supposed to be here, and another expansion in the bottom left, and another one in the top right, so we play on this older version. WhiteRa is here spawning as the red predators in the bottom right. Meanwhile, on the top left we have Sen going for a hatchery first play. There's Raz, a probe scouting everything out, and he is already seeing what's going on. Sen, of course, knows he gets scouted. He's got an overlord here in position as well. Now, how about some in-game music and some in-game sound? Yes, very good choice, Special Android, to do this as well. And, now, the sound levels should be correct. Here's the cybernetic score coming up for WhiteRa, aka Alexei, and let's be serious, WhiteRa is one of the nicest people on the planet. If you ever meet him in person, I know some of you already were able to meet him in person at the NASL finals. He's just forget about Captain Planet, forget about Mahatma Gandhi, about the Pope. It's WhiteRa. And he is playing none other than Sen. If you all watched them, most likely all of you did, the NASL finals, where he said that he will win his matches with a smile. Really warmed my heart. And of course he's got a beastly ZVP nowadays, but you can never count WhiteRa in his special tactics out. So what is he doing right now? He is going for the Twilight Council here in the bottom right. The Twilight Council is being warped in. The first queen just popped out here at the hatchery and the main base. The hatchery here at the natural got the queen out as well. And now Sen, what is he doing? I think for the moment he might be just continuing to drone up a little bit. We're shortly supply blocked here, 28 right now, but those overloads will put up pretty soon. Now, does WhiteRa probe get spotted? No, it's not getting spotted. He's already having a pylon here, and there is a Dark Shrine most likely coming up. Yes, and there we see the Dark Shrine, so special tactics. Indeed. So if Sen is not spotting this pylon just in time, he might be in a little bit of trouble. Actually, he might be in a big trouble, because as soon as those DTs hit, they're pretty fast. Now, we just need another 70 seconds for the DT Shrine to finish. And there is the first Zerglings are already attacking. Now WhiteRa used his Zealot and went for an Overlord, with a probe to go for a blocking pylon, so those Zerglings won't do too much. Now he cancelled the pylon once again and is moving back with a Zealot, so he he needs to just, wall off just in time. So now the warp gates are finished, he's warping in a Stalker, and that there's only now the first units costing some gas. There might be a little bit suspicious, because he invested everything, all the gas he had, directly into the Dark Shrine. So do we see something interesting coming up? And yes, we do. There's the Evolution Chamber, but Evolution Chamber still takes another 25 seconds, as well as a Spore Crawler with a building time of 30 seconds. But the Dark Shrine is already finished, the gates are already opened up, and here we see the Dark Templars coming in, and there are the DTs already, and Sen was not able to take out the pylon just in time, so the evolution chamber is finished. Now we need to see some spore crawlers right away. There we see two of those. One DT is attacking some drones, attacking the hatchery. Another DT is trying to take out the WhiteRa, and a third DT tries to just prevent those spore crawlers from coming up. Now Sen is using his drones also to just keep the spore crawlers alive. The first one is alive already, the second one too. Now those DTs can be attacked, and he's taking them out right away. This hatchery still got half the HP left. Now this spore crawler needs to get rearranged. There it is, second DT gets taken out as well. Now this spore crawler is moving over here to the natural expansion. Now Sen is moving over here with his Zerglings, but WhiteRa spotting this spore crawler not just in time, but he's leaving here with his DT at the same time. He got his natural up and running, got some stalkers out, they got a zealot here, but then he decided it's time to drone. He just averted the first crisis here, and then he decided, okay, now it's time for 12 more drones. The third DT is going down, so let's take a look. 6 drones were killed, some spore crawlers, some buildings were heavily damaged, and just imagine the 400 damage for this WhiteRa done to the hatchery, and the hatchery now would only have a 50 HP left. So now Sen is deciding to just make another hatchery. When we take a look at the unit counting station, we see 8 Zerglings is everything Sen got on the field right now. He's going for the +1 attack, and he's going for another evolution chamber right now. Meanwhile, we see WhiteRa is going for some stalkers, and for some stalkers with blink. Let's check any upgrades. He doesn't have any upgrades at the moment, nor does he have any upgrades started. He's getting 2 more warp gates right now, and those gates are in a good position. And there he's just going for the complete wall off, so a Zergling run-bys won't be too successful. So basically this small area here is the only entrance to WhiteRa's base right now. There we have a creep tumor, there we have another creep tumor, so Sen is now starting to spread the love with his creep tumors, with his queens. WhiteRa, when those gates are finished, he will be on a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gates. Here are some Zerglings on the low ground. Of course they can't do anything, it's not like those Zerglings are Reapers. And one single Zergling is not getting in here because WhiteRa is having a complete wall off still. He needs to watch out for those stalkers. Blinks behind the wall. This is how you do it, very well played. And just keeps his units alive. Of course, when you play Blink Stalkers against Zerg, you need to play super cost effective. Now, Sen decides, okay, it's time for me to sacrifice 6 Zerglings just for the greater good. There we see 2 pylons here at the front. Those pylons will not go down. Both will survive because WhiteRa blinks in just in time. Now Sen here is moving still around with the Zerglings. He's got 4 infestors in the making. Pathogen glands upgrades will be finished in time, so he now basically needs to get some good fungals off and attack with the Zerglings at the same time. There we see some force fields preventing those units from getting a good surface area, but here is Sen. There we see some more fungals on those units, but micro infestors die right away. The second one goes down not so fast, and looks like with the just constant fungal growth, Sen for the moment at least was able to take out all those units, like the stalker here in the back. Was not easily getting surrounded by all those Zerglings. For the moment, Sen just averted everything. The supply currently is looking a 66 for Sen and a 62 for WhiteRa. WhiteRa is just warping in more units. He's currently only having warp gates and no other tech available besides from the DTs. Maybe adding in some Archons would be a nice choice as well, but for the moment WhiteRa is not deciding to do something like this. Here we see an infested Terran, I'm not sure why, but this is just how Sen rolls. Mass Zerglings attacking all the Zealots, and the Zealots, they don't have the +1 attack, so they take quite a long time to take out all the Zerglings for the Zealots, and all those warp gate units have been taken out as well, and Sen once again looking really good. WhiteRa continues to warp in some units, but Sen, he does not want to give up. And by the way, nice creep to my highway here, just even with his overlord. Now the Zerglings are attacking at the pylons, infested Terrans being thrown down, and the Zerglings most likely are able to take care of the rest. This DT is trying to take out an infestor. One infestor goes down, but so does all of the remaining gateway units here. Now it's up to those DTs to do some damage. And no, Sen does not have a single overseer on the field. So it's up to the DTs to do some damage, but still, oh, there we see an overseer getting morphed in. And if WhiteRa is directly taking out this Spore Crawler, he might be in a good position, but here already come the Zergling, tried to take out the DTs, and the Spore Crawler just survives with a 50 HP left. And now it is looking better and better and better for Sen right now. There we see finally the +1 started. I think it might be a little bit too late, but what I really like is that WhiteRa is not only getting the robotics bay, but also, where is it? Here it is, the Templar archives, because with those high Templars and some very nice micro feedbacks, he should be in a good position. Just imagine this feedbacked or fed-backed infestors and some Archons to deal with the Zerglings in addition to 2 or 3 Zealots. Should be a good thing to have. Now WhiteRa is moving out to the bottom left, and he wants to expand once again. He's got enough minerals to do so, and of course he can't stay on 2 bases forever, because sooner or later Sen will just out-macro the shit out of you. And yep, still the hatchery? No, I'm sorry, here it is, the hive. It is halfway done, so he is able to go for some high attack pretty soon. Ultras, Brute Lords, of course, of the +3 attack, armor and shields upgrade are made available as well. Oh no, the missile attacks, the melee attacks, and the carapace upgrades. My mistake. So another gate, another cannon being warped in for WhiteRa. Would really like to see a second pylon here, because nobody wants to have a Natosis powered pylon powering up his complete base. But there is Sen, and he is about to attack Changeling, scouting on what's going on, and there are some High Templars feedbacking this Overseer, but those infestors were out of range, so no feedback was possible, and now Sen is just moving in with a Zergling Infestor combination, takes the first game over WhiteRa, so GG is called, and Sen takes game number 1, and game number 2 will be coming up right away on Tal'Darim.